guys. Welcome back to another episode of Unwine and Uncut, the Beytime and Unwine official podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Ebony.
So today, guys, we have a special guest with us. Okay. Of course, we're doing Renaissance Diaries, and we have people come and tell us about their experience of the Renaissance World Tour. And tonight we have Dylan, or iamsodylan.
Hey
How are
guys.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. If you're watching this on YouTube, because we started posting them on YouTube now, you can see how cute Dylan looks. His hair, like your hair is just, I love the color.
Oh, thank you.
I love
Thank
a
you
good
guys.
blonde bust down. I love it.
You know, I had
Little
to
parts.
come ready for you. I had to come ready, okay? All right. I wasn't gonna give y'all nothing less.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah. So normally we do I've been drinking, but we good. We not drinking tonight, y'all. Sorry. It's a wrap. We not drinking tonight. We a little dry, and that's fine.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of drinking, so we've got
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna sip a little bit, y'all. I actually opened up a can, but
Go ahead. Sip for all
See,
of
you
us.
had something, and
Go
I was like,
ahead. What you got? What you
wait a
got?
minute.
He said,
Hey,
y'all
from
go ahead
Trader
on.
Joe's.
Okay.
Y'all have fun with that. I got a little wine cocktail. Let me see. Yeah, a little wine cocktail is 8%. Got it from Trader Joe's. Real
Let
cute.
me
No
see the
Okay.
tea.
can.
Not too much.
Put it in the camera.
I love a little
Oh,
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I
Come
love a wine
Ooh.
cocktail. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what
You
it
know,
taste
I
like? Is
cute.
it sweet?
have you guys heard of cut water?
Yes.
Okay.
I love
It's
cut
called
water.
what
it's
is
called
that?
Cutwater. That's one of my favorite brands to have. Like if I'm going for like the can, I don't know why, but Cutwater
Do
they
you
give me
like
right every time.
do you like the mules they have?
The
Or the
like,
vodka
well, I
soda?
usually would get like the tequila one and then the
Ooh.
Paloma, but I haven't
Ooh, I
tried the
love a
mule one
Paloma.
yet.
Yeah, I saw they had a
I have
mule
a bad
one.
well, not a bad experience, but I have a not so pleasant experience with mule.
Man, that's unfortunate
So
because I love a mule.
I tend to stay away from it.
Say, that's
I
all right.
feel
Know
you.
your lane.
Yeah,
You know, skirt,
literally.
skirt.
Go for what you know. Okay,
Yes,
well, we
yes,
can move
yes.
on. We can move right along. So we like to ask our guests when they realized or when they became beehivers. So do you have like a memory or the moment you knew that Beyonce was that girl for you?
That girl. Um, Man, oh my God, that was so long ago. The first time I realized I was a beehiver was actually when Beyonce and Kelly and Michelle were Destiny's Child. And I was 5 at the time. And I remember my grandmother was a huge Michael Jackson fan. So she was playing this VHS that she had recorded of his concert. And I had sat down to watch it with her, and I sat on the remote. And back in the day, the TVs used to have the VHS and stuff. So I sat
Mm.
and I ejected the VHS. And so my grandma was all mad, pissed, and everything. But I ended up ejecting it, and it was Destiny's Child performing. And so I was like, so funny that I have this hair. I was like, who is that black girl with blonde hair? Mind you, I'm 5. So, I didn't know anything. Like, I was just sitting here like, oh, I'm so intrigued by this. Like, who is this black girl wearing blonde? Look, like, where is she from? Like, I just want to know everything in the bag of Skittles about her at that very moment. And then to see her like performing on television too, it was a whole moment. And my grandmother actually like put aside her love for Michael to let me watch Beyonce that right then and there. So it was really like this like really cool experience. But I ended up realizing that I knew of her music before I knew of her as a person. And I think that goes for a lot of people, honestly, because her music has a huge influence. But that was the moment where I started really like learning more about her. And then fast forward, my very first CD I ever bought was the Survivor CD. And I
Mm.
remember having that experience of being there, going into Best Buy, getting it, and I was so ecstatic. And then it's just crazy how like all these years, 20 plus years in the making, like I have all of these different like moments that kind of coincide with something when it comes down to her music. That one when she had her solo career, her second album B Day when that first came out, that was the moment that I realized her birthday was the day before mine. And I was like, oh my goodness, like we're both Virgos. Like, like that was something that was like special to me. And so I was, if I wasn't already a fan by now, I was then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, have y'all ever had that feeling where like you feel like Beyonce can never outdo herself, and then she goes and outdoes
All the time.
Every time.
Every
Literally every
time.
time.
Every time.
And it's with everything, even having children. Like, how you had twins the second go around? Like,
Right.
right?
girl,
Then I won too.
now
It
what?
don't stop.
Just
Like
You
when
got
no.
one
she
ain't enough. I need two.
Yeah. So
okay.
my very first experience with that was B-Day. I was like, oh my gosh, like this album it slaps. Like there's no way you're gonna have a bigger impact than this. I Am Sasha Fierce comes out and she's like impacting the entire world at this point. And this is the first time where I'm grown enough to kind of like understand music, understand the passion behind it. I'm in my preteen era at this point. So like it was a different experience. And then, that was I feel like that was a longer era than her other eras like she had because she was on a world tour. But
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I just like I loved that era for a very long time. And then she took us home. She took us to that emotional side before, but I loved it. I really loved it. I loved it a lot. I was like, "Oh, Beyonce, hold up a second. Okay, I see you."
She
Like,
was like, I'm a woman's now. I am a
okay.
Mm-hmm.
woman, honey.
She's like, "I am a woman. I done been through some shit. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to
Change
pour it out."
management.
It wasn't
Yep.
about it wasn't about like hits at this time. It was just more
Mm-hmm.
so like I'm gonna still make hits, but I'm gonna make
Mhm.
them with my own emotion into it. So
Mhm.
I love that. And then self-titled came out.
Come
Self-titled
on
came
with
out.
the albums.
That's
Self-titled
self-titled.
came out, baby.
No, yeah,
I was
Self-titled
self-titled.
done.
was
Like I was
that
already a
Yeah.
fan, but self-titled is when I became like mega obsessed
that is
unhealthily for her. That was when
Yeah.
I just like
I think
skyrocketed
the
my
world
stan.
became obsessed with Beyonce after that. Like the
yeah.
entire
Mm-hmm.
world.
Yeah.
Like,
If you wasn't on by then, like you was on now.
Hmm.
Like
yeah.
but
Exactly.
Literally.
it was just it was interesting. There was a lot of different things that went on that year that was special for me. Because I kept hearing like I don't at this time, and mind you, I was in high school, I didn't have much else to really do, but I was that kind of beehiver that everyone else was when they jumped on. Like I was always like researching, like when she was gonna have a new album. Like I was ready. I was like, poor, I
Mm-hmm.
love you, but we need something else. I'm ready. Okay, it's
Mhm.
about time. She usually do like 2.5 years before she put out another album.
That
Where's
part.
out? So I know this baby and all got you motherhood and stuff, but look,
That little motherhood you
okay,
got going, I need you to
Right. It's
I need my
accumulate
cute.
it.
mother back. I need my mother back. Thank you.
Okay. Like
And so, but it was funny because that was my 18th year. And this is the first time where she's really talking her shit. She's really going in like, let me sit this
That is my
ass.
song. Let me tell
ooh,
you.
I remember the first time I heard that. The first time I listened to that song, I was like, "What?"
Let me tell you. That took me to. I turned into a woman when that song come on. Okay, I grew up.
Me too.
That is the song.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Mine, no, my moment when I was like, oh, she really came to come. Like when she said, I can't wait
That was
till
me.
I get home so you can tear that cherry out. I
And
said,
then
hold
that
up.
cherry out.
Hey, that
I said, did
cherry.
she just say that? Did she just say that
Right.
on that
A
I
whole lot of times on
literally,
that album, I said, "Did she just say that?" Like
The
it was
whole
so
album's jaw
crazy.
hit the floor. Like,
That
what?
I
that
was
She
that
just
was
was
about to
just
shaking the
say,
table.
for the newer fans, Beyonce was never talking like that. Like when self-titled hit, it was such a shock even to Beyhivers. Because I'm like,
mm,
this girl has always been real cute with what she said, being very cautious about what she's saying. But
Mhm.
self-titled, she laid it all
nope.
out. She opened that puss and said, "This is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving y'all this
And
whole
Right.
time."
look inside, baby. Okay.
Yep.
Gave it.
Okay, you see this
Gave it
mommy
all
weight?
away.
Where?
Ooh,
Literally.
child.
Let's take a little
Yeah.
sip to that one because the
Mm-hmm.
next era
Okay.
is the next era is Lemonade. And
Oh.
Mm,
talk about an album
Mm-mm-mm.
that came out in the right timing. Like,
Yeah.
that
Everything
was
about that whole everything was perfect.
we
Mhm.
needed that for the culture. We needed that, like, just how that album. I mean, even though I love how Renaissance goes, don't get me wrong. Okay, Renaissance is my girl, and that is my whew, Lord, you
Mhm.
know. But Lemonade walks so Renaissance can run in the sense of like how the songs run into one another, like
Mhm.
emotion wise. Like just from even like with daddy lessons and having that lesson and like going into like the love trying like everything just kind of played its part. And I couldn't get enough of that album. I couldn't get enough. But that one, now are we gonna count? Okay, here's the T.
Ooh.
I count all the albums. Okay, I count the Gift, and
Yeah.
I count.
Yes.
Everything is Love is an album.
Yes,
Okay,
it's an
Now,
okay.
album.
There we go. Okay,
before
we in
you
the
can
right
say
space.
it, it is.
We in the right space.
If
We in the right
Beyonce
space.
released
Okay,
it, it's a Beyonce album. Like,
right.
Mhm.
Period. Period. I'm here for that because that's what I want to hear. So,
mhm.
yeah, I loved it. I love. Wait,
Mhm.
The Gift came out second
After, yeah.
after.
Mhm.
Okay. But The Gift came out twice.
It
Mhm.
did.
It did.
Beyonce said, if you didn't hear it this time, hear it again.
Run it
Hear it
back.
again. Thank you. With a whole visual. But okay, so Everything Is Love. That was a chaotic time for me. I'm not gonna lie. That was a chaotic time, but the music was slapping. Music was slapping. Let's Make Love in
That
the
To
album,
Summertime.
this day.
yeah, that
I
album
love
doesn't get
that
enough
album.
credit. Like, it
That
Yeah,
doesn't get enough credit at all.
I actually
Say
wish
that again,
that
Alex.
I said it doesn't get enough credit. Like,
it
Everything Is Love
doesn't.
is like a 10 out of 10 for me. Like,
yeah.
no skip.
It is. I wish that Beyonce and Jay-Z would have exclusively toured that album instead of
Yeah.
like, I love On the Run 2. On the Run 2 is my girl, but
Mhm.
I would have loved an Everything Is Love tour. If it was going to be the both of them,
Ooh.
I would have loved for them to do the entire Everything Is Love album.
Yeah.
Because there's some
They
bops.
released it on the tour.
They
Like
did.
they
Yeah,
recorded
they
it in
Mid-tour.
did.
Paris, got to the States
Mid-tour.
and was like, oh yeah, we got an
By
album,
the
but we
way.
ain't really gonna do too much with it. We're gonna do about 3 songs and y'all forget
Yeah,
about it.
Ape Shit
Exactly.
had just
Right.
came out. I
Right.
only got Ape Shit at the end of the tour, at the end of the show, and it was real quick. Like,
Mhm.
we just learned these words
Exactly.
again.
Literally. That's
Exactly.
so crazy.
Because
I
there's
mean,
some bops on
talk
that
about an
album.
announcement though. Like an announcement at the tour, like that's crazy. Like
That's
she
still, and
said,
I'm pretty sure Jay-Z be like, what we gonna do now? We always surprise you, always surprising your supporters and your fans. What's next? We're gonna just drop an album while we're on
He just be
tour.
along for the
While we're
ride. He
on
don't know.
tour.
Look, and it was like
he's
album
like,
out
do your
now.
thing, B.
Right. He's just like, happy wife, happy life. I'm here.
Right. Literally.
So,
But is she
so that
happy?
brings us after The Gift, right? So we got The Gift, and then it brings us to Renaissance. So did you like The Gift?
Well, shoot, we didn't. Well, hold on, we didn't even get into the gift. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna give the
That's what I
the king
said.
there.
We gotta.
Okay.
You
First of
like The
all,
Gift?
I love it. The first of all, like Lion King in general is one of my favorite cartoons, and to see her like, there were a lot of different opinions about it. There were, but at the end of the day, I went and watched that movie 5 times in theaters. So,
Mhm.
like, and that's on a minimal. I know people who watched it a plethora of times more than
Yeah.
that. So,
That's
but
gonna be me for this Renaissance movie.
literally, I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna be there. I think I'm gonna get a monthly subscription of just going every day.
That
the
part.
staff is gonna be tired of me. They're like, "You're back again."
I'm like, hey
Yeah.
Carl,
They're gonna be sick of it. It's gonna be
hey
so much
Carl, you got
glitter
no
and
popcorn?
sequence in
I
them
might get me
seats.
a little part-time job at the movie theater just so I can.
Something,
I
something,
I might
literally.
join
That
you.
wouldn't be a
I
bad
might
I'll
idea.
join you.
Mhm.
Get paid to watch Beyonce, baby.
okay,
Absolutely.
like
Sign me up.
Cleaning popcorn in
I'm
the
thinking.
middle of
I'm
the
thinking
movie. What's
ahead. I'm
up?
thinking ahead.
Yes, literally. But yeah, let's get into this Renaissance tour. How did you guys love it? Like how did y'all? I mean,
I literally hated
Which
it.
shows
0
did
out of
you go
10.
to? Which shows did you see, and like how many did you go to?
Yeah,
so
all the
so
things.
I went to all 3 days that she was in LA. So the
Oh,
first,
okay.
second, and the fourth. Okay.
Oh, that's
And we're
nice.
talking about, going to, get paid to watch Beyonce. That was literally my case, in the sense of me not having to pay a single dollar to go see Beyonce for 3 days.
Explain.
Explain.
Yeah, please elaborate.
Mhm.
Please
Please.
elaborate. Right.
I'm gonna say this, like, it was really a power of manifestation, because I went through a really tough, like, I'll say about it last 14 months. And I almost went into depression, knowing that I might not have been able to go to the Renaissance, because at the time, like, I was going through such a financial rut. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to give Beyonce my money. Like, there's no way. I give her my dedication, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay for this one. But, like, and so I had a few other friends that were like that. And they're like, don't worry, like, you have time. Just, like, pray about it. Just believe that you're going to be able to go, and just, like, figure it out. Like, we going to work through this. And I have that faith. Like, I had the same faith. I was like, you know what? Like, before that very moment, did you guys remember the Parkwood Club Renaissance that they did in LA? So that one, same thing. I didn't get my ticket because the app was glitching and all kind of other stuff. And there was a way made for me, literally. And I was like, oh my God, like, see, like, this is God. It's like nothing but God right here. Like, so I took that same thing. I was like, you know what, if that can happen for me right then and there, then it can happen for the Renaissance. So long story short, I ended up going to all 3 days. And, I don't know if you guys have seen my post, but that was my birthday weekend, as you guys already know. And I just felt like there wasn't a single spot in that stadium that I wasn't at some point. And I got to be backstage. I got to meet a lot of dancers, a lot of, people who were backstage. I won't say who, just for the sacred of, their space and my experience.
Okay.
But
I love that for
Yeah.
you. I love that for you. Don't get me wrong. I love it for you. But if you listen to this show or watch it, you already know what we about to say, because y'all love to get up here, okay, and tell us that y'all was backstage. Y'all got on Beyonce talked to you. Beyonce drove you home. It's just like, I just how y'all getting me? Like,
You didn't
okay,
even
all I
get
can say
to
is
how.
she did say this was her generous tour now. Okay.
I see the generosity just went right past us.
Nothing amazing happened to me. Nothing at all. Like, I don't.
But did
Oh
you
my
pray
God.
about it? Did you manifest it?
We manifested on this podcast, to be exact. I gave my words to the Lord.
Before this tour even was a thought, we were like, we are going to
Before the
see
tour was even
me.
thought of, we were manifesting, and nothing happened.
God over there, like,
When I
Okay,
tell
look.
you, the line has been busy when it came to Beyonce. I was like, I don't
in
receive
line
those prayers.
to the back of the line. That's what he said. Get to the back.
Oh my
That's
God.
what he
But
said.
Oh
Go
my
not too
ahead.
God.
I'm
much.
sorry. Yeah,
But this
I'm
is
happy.
your
I'm
interview. We're here for you. We're
so
happy.
happy for
Look,
you.
so how was
So
that
happy.
experience though? Have you met them
So
before?
so
Was this where you starstruck? Like, give us a tea.
okay, so I will give y'all something. I was definitely starstruck for sure, because what was his name? I feel so bad. Um Dang, what was his
Which one?
name?
You're not
He's a
about to say
rapper.
who.
He's a rapper, and DJ
Kendrick?
Khaled brought him.
Oh,
Huh? No.
oh,
No. Woo, Lord, no.
it's not
No,
Offset.
Offset?
no. It was he performed with DJ Khaled on the first night, and I can't remember his name.
I don't
I
remember
can't
who
I
he
can't
remember.
even
was.
remember his
Other
name.
than
All I
Okay.
remember is
He
that
was
Offset was
Offset.
there. That was it.
he was I forgot, but he was just chilling there, like just minding his business backstage, and I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is so and so. But I at the time I remember his name, but I can't think of his name right now.
It wasn't
I
Kate
don't know.
Tronado, was it?
Huh? No, no, no,
Was
no,
it?
no.
Oh, okay.
It was like oh, I don't remember his name. I wish I knew his name. I wish I knew his name. Well, anyways, I got to meet him. I got to meet Yvette Noel Shore, Beyonce's publicist. That was an amazing experience because little does she know, like she helped me develop myself spiritually. Like her post and like everything that she leads, it really helped me through a time that I needed to be helped in. And so I was like, you know what, I want to be her when I grow up. Shout out to her
Mhm.
because she's about to have a birthday soon.
She is
Happy
about to have
birthday,
a
Mama
birthday.
Eva. Yes, and Scorpio,
Mhm.
Scorpio season. But but yeah, she's always very high energy and like positive, and I really reflect that. I really love and I'm inspired by how she is because um she was grieving through this tour, and that's not easy to handle. And there's a couple other people who had grief during this tour as well, but they still kept headstrong on this tour and did excellent at not even distributing such an energy, because I would never knew. So that I ran into like a lot of dancers. I ran into both of the twins, late twins, separately though, and they are very tall and handsome. Might I add, in person.
They look super tall.
I was like, well, I've said hi because I did have things that I was doing throughout the day, but like, I was able to like just say hi, wave, things like that. But I think it's like because they're this is their job. I want to make sure that they're focused sometimes as well. If I do have a time to organically talk to them, then I'll take that time. For example, I recently was on another podcast and I talked about how I ran into Mama Tina, and this was so like full circle because I ran into her 10 years ago, and she was at a cafe with Kelly Rowland, and I have the pictures on my Instagram, so you don't you say okay that I
Y'all
said
just
that.
be in the
Okay,
right place at the right time.
at the right time,
Okay.
honey, at the right time.
Me.
So
Mm.
and it's so I ran into her backstage, and I was like, "Oh, let me pull up this picture. Let me pull up this picture." So she was sitting there chilling. Mind you, what's her name? So look, all right. So imagine this: I'm walking, right, minding my black-owned business, and Mama Tina is in front of me. But I didn't know it was her because she's like walking the same direction as I'm walking. And the only reason why I got to like run into her was because Melina Masukis was on this cart, and she comes over this way and she stops to say hi to Mama Tina, which I didn't even know it was Mama Tina at the time. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm in this triangle conversation with Melina Masukis and Mama Tina. I was sitting there like, oh my goodness, like what is my life right now? So I showed her the picture and I was like, yeah, like, we took this 10 years ago. We had a lovely conversation. And her and Kelly were really inspiring to me in my music career. As you guys know, I have my first single out, Ivy Park Lifestyle. And, like, I remember the moment that she told me, like, what, Mama Tina said, what are you doing to get your entree on the menu? Which is funny because we was in a cafe. And I told her, like, I was like, yeah, I'm taking singing lessons. I'm just trying to, like get my voice together and all this stuff. And then Kelly was like, yeah, well, you know what? Like, decide for you if this is actually worth, what you want to do and go after it. And so she was like, I believe in you. And that was the very first time in my childhood, because I was like 17 at the time, so I still consider that childhood. That was the first time someone had said that to me. Someone had said, like, I believe in you. And I woke up every single day, not every single day as of recent, because things happen, but for a good 5 years, I had it written down. Kelly believes in me. Kelly Rowland believes in me.
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland believes, and it just kept me. it kept pushing. Like it kept me pushing to everything. I was like, I don't give a damn about these damn students I'm next to. I don't care about these haters. I don't care about these doubters, these naysayers, nothing. Okay, because the people that I am mentored by indirectly through music, I got to meet one of them, and she said she believes in me. Oh no, you can't tell me that. Like,
That's
you
It's
all.
a
couldn't tell me
wrap.
that. You know.
Ooh, I know that's right.
So that happened. I didn't get to see Kelly at the tour because I remember when I showed Mama Tina the picture, she was like, "Oh, Kelly is like," she looked like far away, and I was like, "Oh, she all the way over there. I ain't gonna be able to get to her right now." But yeah, that was probably the most memorable experience because I got to show her like us like literally at lunch with the selfie I had, and then fast forward to now when my single hadn't dropped yet. So I was like, I'm releasing this song. And she was like,
Wow.
yeah, like, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, keep it up. Like, keep going, keep pushing. And again, more affirmation for me to be like, all right, let's do it. Can't nobody tell
Right.
me nothing. So,
Literally.
so honestly, girls, like those experiences amongst like many more, 3 days of going to, the Renaissance tour, linking up with, Beyhive LA and like having a great weekend. We had parties all over, everything. Okay. The balloons, the yellow black balloons passing out, the cards, everything for her birthday to make sure it was beautiful. It was just so amazing, so amazing, so amazing. And then on top of that, I don't even know if I think I said this already, my birthday, but like it it was a lot. Then my friend surprised me with a VIP section. So like when I tell you, like I just
Like what you what you mean? Where was you at? You talking about on the floor? You talking about in the suite? What you talking
no, it
about?
was a suite. It was a suite. It was a
Okay.
suite. So I walk in and it's like all of our close friends there and they're just like partying, celebrating up, there's food on the table. Like that was my first like suite, in a stadium concert vibe. And as much as I was like, like honestly, I wasn't even that. Like when I walked in there, when I saw all the people that were there, I was like, man, like this is so beautiful. Like I get to share this moment with people that I actually care about, and as much as it's like, how it is, like it's really one for all when you're trying to purchase tickets. As much as you want your
Yeah.
girlfriend to sit right next to you, it ain't always gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
We are
true.
a
I've
living
been to many
testimony.
Beyonce concerts alone. Like I went with friends, but was there alone.
Yeah,
Like,
you
because
step
you just gotta
aside,
get
you
what you
calling
can
like, did
get
you
when you
see
getting
that?
tickets.
Did you like call you after? Did you get your ticket? Because I got
Right.
mine.
Right.
I got
I got
mine.
mine. Did you see yours?
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
So
Sorry.
so there was definitely quality in like that moment. And it was so much. It was overwhelming because when I got home, girls, do you guys remember Mary J. Blige's halftime performance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
The
recent
Oh, when
one?
she fell out
Yeah.
That's
with them
how
legs up.
that's how I looked when I got home from the Renaissance after 3 whole days
I was about to say three concerts back to back
back to
Yeah,
with
back.
back to
To
back.
back
Beyonce.
and
Back to
party.
back. And
Yeah, that's
partying back to
And it
back.
was your birthday, child.
My
Y'all would have
birthday,
slept that
which
I
I
whole
would have
yeah,
been
right.
a
I wouldn't have
sweet.
made it.
still did that. And then the only thing I missed that I was supposed to go out to was uh KJ Moody, Beyonce's stylist. He
Mm-hmm.
had threw a Virgo's party that night. And I was like, oh, I want to go, but I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted. And so I didn't go. But like I love it. I love it so much because I
Uh-huh.
got to like rekindle like a friendship with Duran Jordan. I haven't seen him in like months. And I was like, oh my God, like, you came out to LA, like that's what's up. Like, like I appreciate that. Like, and he's always been like very sweet to me. I met him at the Parkwood Club Renaissance. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like, all right, this feels like every celebrity was there. Every Beyhiver, everybody was there.
So my
And
question is, have you met Beyonce or have you seen her close enough? Okay. All right. That's
drinking
all I
my
need to
water, minding my
That's all
biz,
I need
when
to
there's
know.
more that's
That's
too
all I
big
need
on
to
my
know. The
dick.
NDAs
Flip,
are
flip. No,
signed. I'm good on it.
Yeah, we know
no,
what
I'm
that
messing,
means.
I'm messing. I
No.
hold on, I'm getting kind of heated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting,
Uh-huh. Of course.
Yes,
Okay.
fam.
Lord, you asked me a very
Yeah.
heated
Uh-huh.
question. You put me on the
Be real
spot.
specific
Yeah.
because I feel like you was going around, and I feel like you saying something
Right,
without saying something. So I just had to just ask for the people.
You said
What's
for the
right.
real
people,
good?
we the
They
people
it's
by the
them who want to
people.
know.
Mm-hmm. I ain't trying to be in your business, but the people was asking.
I will say this to the people. Whenever I meet Beyonce, y'all will know.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Y'all,
fair.
I'm gonna
That's
hold you
fair.
to it. And we
y'all will,
recording. We
y'all
got
will
this
Mm-hmm.
know.
recorded. We good
Mm-hmm.
I'm
to go.
clipping this.
Y'all
Yeah.
will know. I will tell you that much, okay? Because if I'm
Question.
doing this with Kelly and Mama Tina,
Okay,
Okay, it's only up. It's only
exactly.
up from
Okay.
here. No,
now
but
here, all
really,
right. So
that's
here's the
how we
gag.
feel about Beytime. Kelly Rowland has called us beautiful. Michelle Williams has answered some of our questions on her podcast or whatever. So it's like, okay, we're close. Tina, she likes our stuff. Like, we just need Beyonce. But we was in Beyonce video. So I guess maybe
Yeah.
we kind of met Beyonce without needing Beyonce. But I just
Kinda.
would like to know that she knows 1,000% that we
Yeah,
are
I need
Right.
here.
Yeah,
confirmation.
I
I
feel
just need
like
Right.
confirmation.
Now
yeah, I feel like she
when she
knows that
walk
we
up to
exist, but I
y'all,
want to know.
when she walk up to y'all, I know y'all on the first name basis, y'all gonna fall to the floor.
Listen, I already
Oh my
She gonna
said.
be
God,
I
like,
she
hey
already
better
baby,
not.
how are
said.
you? I love your
She
podcast.
better not.
Like,
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be
God,
like,
she better not.
she gonna
Oh,
be
I
like, "Are
can't
you
even.
okay?" That's what she gonna say to me. Are you?
she gonna be
You
like, ain't
good?
that right,
I
Alex?
literally am gonna I'm gonna glitch. Like bad bitchy make a
There's
bad bitch
a
glitchy.
troubleshoot.
Right.
I
I already
literally will
know.
start
I'm gonna
glitching if
fumble
she
it.
does that.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, I feel like I can hold it together if I met Beyonce, but the minute she pours into me, the
Mm.
minute
That's
if she
that.
hold my hand, the minute that she
Mm.
oh my God, woo,
Yeah.
we can
I don't
That's what
be
I
know.
said.
I don't know. I feel like I would just have to know that I'm about to meet her. Like it can't be a surprise. Like if it's a surprise, I will not be prepared. Like if I could at least mentally tell myself, like,
Mm.
okay, Brittany, like don't freak out, don't hyperventilate, don't start crying, don't start screaming, and I can take a deep breath before like she walks into the room. I might be okay. I
but
might
you know
be.
Yeah.
what? I think it's
I'm
very
not.
rare nowadays for like even celebrities. Like I think it's very rare for them not to know when Beyonce's presence is going to be around, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
so it like you'd be a rare gem if you met her by surprise because you'd be like, oh my goodness. Like
Oh,
and
Yeah.
honestly, like the people
that's
who
true.
do meet her by surprise, like let's say like she's going out, in public or something like that, they only get so close because, she's out and it's like, unwarranted. But if it's something where like she's at a party or, anything where
Mm-hmm.
it's like a association, I think that you would probably
Yeah.
know within like minutes to come because off of my experience, I went to when I was younger, I went to like probably like 7 years of the BET Awards back to back.
Mm.
And one of those was the BET it was the BET one with Kendrick Lamar when she did
Okay.
Freedom.
I
And
thought you
so
were about
I
to say
knew
deja
Beyonce
vu.
was yeah.
Me too. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I was
Oh no,
about to throw the
I was
phone.
young. I was young child. But no,
I was
so
gonna
the one
toss
with
it.
Kendrick Lamar. And the way that I knew she was going to perform was because I saw her dancers on the runway. And so I was like, oh, all her dancers are like Beyonce here. You know what I mean? Like, so you'll find some way somehow to know that Beyonce coming. You'll see Julius, which I've seen him a handful of times on the
Mhm.
tour. You're gonna see
Mm.
somebody, and then that way you're like, okay, Let's get it together.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need to mentally prepare myself, like, because I don't want
You
to
got like
embarrass
2
myself in
minutes.
front of her. I know I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to like blow my chance. So I have to just.
You won't. You won't.
Ooh.
When that chance is right for you, you'll definitely like know, and you'll want to seize it. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people will feel like that, but like one thing I'll say about Virgos is like we make people feel like they're at home and warm and comfortable with us. So even though she is Beyonce, like she's gonna make you feel like you want to talk to her more and you want to like, provided that you get that experience, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
thank
keeps
you.
me
I needed
going.
to hear
That
that.
knowing that date could happen, and it will happen.
It will.
It's
It
just gonna
will.
take God's time,
It
and I
will.
feel like once it hits, that's when I know we up. Like if once we meet Beyonce, I already know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
up.
just
It's
waiting on
up.
that day, and I don't mind signing my NDA, but y'all will know, like you said, y'all will know when I meet Beyonce. That's all I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Y'all might not
I'm
see
Exactly.
not
me
saying anything
again.
else.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Exactly.
When I meet
Y'all will know
Beyonce,
when I
y'all
meet
might not see me no
Beyonce,
more. They're
and
gonna be like,
yeah, I'm not even
that's
gonna say the words I met Beyonce, but you're gonna know when I meet Beyonce because, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ghost.
it's
They're
just
gonna be like,
gonna
where
show.
Alex?
You are
Where
gonna know.
did Alex go?
It's just gonna
You
show.
gonna know.
They're
No,
gonna be like,
my
I
oh,
mean,
she
aura
probably
look
met
at like
Beyonce.
when Zachary Campbell met her at the art gallery. You know, like he was ecstatic. He was ecstatic
Wake
that he
up.
knew her name and like, you know, just the whole unique story. Like I'm telling you, like she like whenever I hear stories about how she meets people and stuff, like she makes sure everybody is like feels special, you know?
She do her research. She knows
and
her
she be
ear is
on
to
the
the street.
internet.
You
Yes,
get on
her
that
ear is to the
internet,
street.
child.
She knows
I'm convinced.
everything.
I'm so convinced now that she does know me. Like she knows of me, like for sure.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. I
And
believe
I know,
so.
she heard Ivy Park lifestyle. Period.
oh my god,
Get
like,
into
oh
it.
my goodness.
I-
I know. I can only imagine. Like, part lifestyle. Like she probably at home bumping that in front of Rumi and Sir. Crazy.
Honestly,
Absolutely.
Blue probably put her on. Was like, did
Yep.
you hear this new song?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. You know, I really like in all manifestation, I'm hoping that that song does get to her, and I'm hoping that she loves it enough to like believe in the project and take it higher, because I've seen what she's done. You know, when it comes down to that, and you know, I made this song for us, you know, as Beyhivers, but
Yeah.
I made it for her. I made it for all of us to kind of just enjoy Ivy Park, you know, and to celebrate this last collection. Or the
Yes.
last
Yeah.
Adidas
I wish
collection.
I would have got it. I wanted that pleated skirt real bad, but it sold out so quick.
I wanted
I
those
couldn't
Wait,
afford
boots.
which
it
And
one?
anyway.
I was gonna crack
The
down and
pleated
get the
skirt.
boots. I talked myself into it, but they were sold out. So
Exactly. Once I talked myself into the boots and then they were sold out, I said that was
It's
I
God.
talked
gone.
Because I
myself
was
It's
definitely
into
going to
it.
do
Smart.
a
Yeah,
payment
because at first
plan,
I was
credit
like,
card.
that
At first I was like, I
that's
can't do
always
it. I'm gonna
that's
just. But then I talked myself into it. I said, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I went right up to that site. That thing said sold out.
no
I
more.
said,
Too late, sis.
No more.
yeah.
Y'all gotta like go to the stores, because everyone, you know, you're fighting against the entire world when it comes
Yeah,
down
on the
to,
internet.
you know, internet. But like if you go into the stores, now granted, not all the stores have everything,
I was
but
about to say our area does not
Yeah,
carry
where
Ivy
we're
Park.
at, If we was in
I don't think I've ever seen Ivy Park in a store. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that had it in a store, which is crazy.
oh man. See, that's the
Yeah, we
privilege
don't
of
get those privileges.
we'd have to be in a different city, but
yeah, you got to
yeah,
be in a major city. You got to hit up New
yeah,
York, LA, probably
yeah,
Houston.
They
Like
got her Ivy Park for sure up in Texas.
definitely.
they better, sure. I'm excited to see where she's gonna take this next. Do you guys think she's gonna take it to Baltimore?
Oh, you know what? I be
Ooh.
thinking, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I
You know
think
what? I really never know what Beyonce's gonna do because, like,
You never know. You never know. Like especially with like this like hair care line coming out and stuff. Like she might just put it all
that I
together.
would still like. I just want to see. I want to get them hair products in my head immediately.
yeah, that's
But
one thing I'm automatically getting. I don't care how much it costs. I will put it on my credit card and pay it off in 2 years. I do not care.
I just
Absolutely.
feel like
no, I
at
was
this point,
feeling.
Beyonce needs to have like a subscription service, and just need to like, and she could just send us bundles of whatever else.
That's it.
Whatever you got, because you already got my credit card. You already got my debit card at this point.
Right. You got my email. You got
Everything.
all of that. All of that.
Beyonce has all my money.
She literally could steal my identity and buy something with my because
I told someone the other I left a comment on someone's page the other day. I said, Beyonce, we need a Beyonce tax law, okay? So we can just write some stuff off.
I'm about to say we need to write her off because it doesn't make sense. Just this one era alone.
Honestly.
Literally.
Honestly, I need to put
Concert
Beyonce on my
tickets
tax
alone. That
She's
is not
taking too much
include
money for
all
our
the
economy.
merch, the Amazon drop,
dependent.
now the movie theater.
A whole dependent. It's wild.
I need to receive something back, and then Ivy Park on the side. She
Right.
just does that.
She supposed to be our mother, yet she costing me expenses. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. Okay,
How
I
that
got a
work?
child.
It is expensive being a Beyonce fan.
It is. It
And
really
people don't
is.
realize that. See, I always say this. Beyonce is trying to gentrify us. I really feel like it. In a good way. In a good way, though.
What you mean?
Right.
I feel like a lot of us live more lavishly, especially with Ivy Park. Like, we live more lavishly because the things that we have to acquire to be, I won't say that it's because we're trying to be in the Beyhive, but because we have a dedication to her and we want to get the things that, like, in support, we gonna find that extra job. We're gonna take that extra money. We gonna work extra hard to.
I'm gonna make
right.
them shake.
You ate that up.
Something.
When
You
when it
onto
comes
something.
down when it comes down to these tour tickets, oh my God, I had friends who were busting their asses off trying to get these tickets. They was setting up GoFundMe accounts. They was doing everything off the face of the sun to get these tickets, and they got them.
She really
So,
challenges you to work.
Yeah.
Work for
Yeah.
it. If you want to see it, you got to work for it.
She's
Yes.
been
Yeah.
stimulating the
Literally-
economy for years.
Yes.
And it's just
Beyonce at this point is the economy.
yeah, at this point.
Literally,
At
okay.
this point.
She's running this
That
game,
part.
okay.
Yeah, you onto something with that. Cause
Yeah.
definitely
Because I
she
will make
upgraded
certain
off. She's
shake
literally
every
upgrading us.
time.
Upgrade you.
Yes.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the movie that's coming out.
Man.
She's
I don't.
going to
all right,
reach
all right, so-
another.
So, all right. I want to make a prediction.
Okay.
I think at the end of this, I could be wrong, and I'm fine with being wrong, okay? Because most Virgos aren't. But I feel like at the end of this movie, she's gonna announce the third leg of Brazil and Africa.
I
think a tour
disagree.
drop.
Yeah, I don't
It's
Yeah.
gonna
disagree.
happen.
I think that's
I
gonna.
think once because it's gonna be in the movie theaters for about a month and a half, maybe, and then once February hits, I feel like it's gonna be like boom, like we're just gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not over.
Yeah.
He
not
said
over.
the
Because I'm like,
Renaissance
there's no
over.
way you're sending your entire Be Good team out across two other countries and you're not going and you're not gonna do something about it. Like, she just gonna go and just tour, like she just gonna be she gonna give these girls the Renaissance, okay? And I'm gonna find a way to be over there too. I'm gonna be an
Do you
international.
know once she can perform in Brazil again, the amount of money, the amount of chaos that Brazil is going to receive because in our comments alone,
Yeah,
they
in
go
our
up for
comments, they be
Beyonce.
like, come to Brazil. And I'm like,
Yeah.
It's
I have
so
nothing to do
funny
with
that
that.
everybody
when
seen that.
her opening
come to
show,
Brazil.
her opening show, like the majority of her front row was Brazilian. Like they had Brazilian
heard
flags. Like her Brazil fans, they love her.
Brazil Hive is like that. Brazil Hive
Damn.
is very much
No,
like
I
that.
actually did have someone that was sitting beside me. That was like her fourth show. She was from Brazil, and she knew exactly where to stand. She had her sign ready. I mean, her Ivy Park was on. She was out there since 10 a.m. They are dedicated. Again, it's levels to the Beyhive.
And the thing is,
she got
like,
the whole country on lock at this
what
point.
I heard about Brazil is that one, there's no seats like in the stadiums that they have. They mainly have things like their stuff is kind of more like Coachella and like Global Citizen in a sense, like when she's touring for them.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, the Brazilian Hive is used to standing outside for days, to see Beyonce. So that's why the dedication is just, it's beyond, what we can fathom, is because they know what it takes. Like, they'll come with their snacks ready, they'll come with every goddamn thing ready, and that's their normal. So going across the country to Europe to go see her, going to the Americas to see her, that's nothing.
Oh,
And so they're definitely going to do that, when she comes to, especially if there was no promise yet that she's going to Brazil. Of course they're going to go there. But if she does come to Brazil, when she goes to Brazil, I should say, they're going to.
and you know what? That made me think. This is probably her perfecting her show to the T. Because she's probably like,
Yeah.
they've given so much to me. I want to make sure that I give my all to them.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
also,
that is actually going to work out.
I need to find my way to Brazil, y'all.
And
That would
I
be
think,
such a
I'm
dope
scared.
trip.
Yeah.
I feel like she's been doing like these tours, like, not that this is like super affecting like what she does, but I feel like her tours have been mainly like summer based and like not conflicting with like her kids' like school schedule and
Yeah,
stuff,
I think,
academic wise. So I feel like it is gonna be like next summer Brazil kind of thing. Why not?
I think so too.
But
Because I feel like she really cares about them kids' academics.
literally. And then like let's get into Africa. Like I want to see. I can't wait to see her in Africa, because when she did Global Citizen in Africa,
Ooh, I want
those
to do
outfits
that.
that she did, them outfits that came out, I was like, girl,
I can only imagine
I want to
the
see them stuff.
fashions. Oh my
she's gonna
God.
eat. She's going to eat. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we definitely need to figure out a way how to get to Africa and or Brazil for the next leg of the tour. But
Emphasis on land.
but until then, we're just gonna rewatch. I know I'm gonna rewatch every single Renaissance World Tour video on the internet. I cannot not watch one when I scroll past one. So that's
we got what, like 14 days left. Like, pretty soon we're gonna have a movie to watch. Okay.
And then we're gonna have a
And
movie to
if you
watch
thought
over and
you
over
were
again.
sick of me before, prepare to be sick of me now.
Yeah. What's the movie about?
All right. So where do y'all think
Seeing that IMAX?
I know what? All right. So when the movie is already said and done, established, do you guys think that she's going to put it on a platform? If so, which one?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I don't know which one though, because she has one on.
I would say Netflix.
Yeah, I would say Netflix
Disney
too,
Plus.
because I thought she had like a deal with Netflix or something.
Yeah,
I
it
thought she
probably
had
will
a
be Netflix.
three something.
I'm like, who
deal.
doesn't
Like
she have a
that.
deal with? Because didn't she have a deal with HBO too? Like,
HBO,
shoot.
Disney.
Amazon.
She's trying to hit up
HBO,
every
Disney, and
large
Netflix. So
media.
we don't know, but I do definitely think she's gonna put it on a streaming service once it's out of theaters. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
It would be crazy
God.
for her not to. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's gonna be amazing. And I can't wait to see like who comes out on the film, like fan wise.
Why am I holding my breath when I was watching the trailer? I was like, I'm gonna appear. I am. And I was just like, it's gonna be me. But it's like delusion.
It's
like,
not
do you know
though.
how delusional you have to be?
Right. You were literally in the front. Like,
Oh, well,
why
then,
not?
be in the
but
movie. Like, what do
You might
out
get
of
a deal.
52 shows, that'll be insane. If I see myself in that movie,
It'll probably for half of a second. You know how
it'll be that
Beyonce
half.
do. But you win that hoe.
Yeah.
I would take
You
a
know what? I'm gonna
screenshot
claim
of that, and at her next
claim
tour,
that.
I would have that picture right there. Boom, it's me.
Blown up. Remember me? Remember?
Remember me right here? I had that on. Yep, I had that one right there. Like, yeah, I can't get enough of this woman. Like, she's.
I absolutely cannot say enough how much I love Beyonce. I really can't.
All right, I feel like we should all just manifest one thing, and then we're gonna close out for this next era or 2024 Beyonce. So, what would you guys like to see happen during this era? Okay, go, Alex.
Okay, I would like to see another tour, and I would like to see myself in Club Renaissance or the Beyhive or whatever area is the best seat in the house. I would like to see myself there. So I'm manifesting that. And also meeting her and going backstage. And all of the amazing things that happen to everybody else happening to us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am 100% manifesting that we will be contacted by Beyonce herself personally, and she will invite us to her next whatever she's doing and tells us that she knows who we are and she watches us all the time and Blue loves us and she's going to invite us to all the things. That's what I'm manifesting.
Oh, yep. I love that. I want to manifest all of that as well. Beyonce, I know you hear us and I know you see us. If you could just acknowledge we are here or just, I would like to meet you. Actually, we're going to manifest that. Good tickets or good seats at a concert. I would love to see her on tour again and again. And yeah, that's that. All right. Close us out.
I had to bring out my manifestor stick, okay? All right. You guys see this? You guys see? You guys see? You guys see?
Yeah, that's what we need. We need an
We do
apparatus.
need a manifestation stick.
I'm trying to put y'all on game. Hold on, where my crystals at?
I charge my crystals in
I
the
charge my crystals in the phone. Okay, all right. Because we gotta bring the power, okay? Whew, I am manifesting that I get to meet my hero. I get to meet her and we get to actually make something of that, make something substantial, make an impact. It's a long time coming for me as an artist, and all of it started with the inspiration of her. And just like she met Michael Jackson, that is the same fulfillment I feel of me to Beyonce. And especially as all three of us are Virgos, like we love to perfect our craft. We're very talented people. We're sweet people. We're warm people. And I know that after all of 20 plus years of being a fan, that, and not only just a fan, but someone who actively has studied her craft all of these years, as a musician myself, you want to get close to the fire, as close as you possibly can to learn from your heroes, from your mentors. Now, a lot of people say don't meet your mentors, don't meet your idols, but when you come from a humble spot of learning and wanting to, get something passed on from the previous generation onto the current generation so that you can also pass something on to the next generation, I think that defeats all of the odds that anyone has ever put set against you, as far as you'll never see Beyonce, you'll never meet Beyonce. No, you don't know that. You might be right next to her. You might be right next to her. Not only that, she might just sign you to Parkwood. She might just put you up on game on any way elevation. You just never know what your sauce is like. So I manifest this for myself. I manifest this for you ladies. We are gonna look back at this video one day and we are gonna be so happy, so proud. We're gonna be at a yacht somewhere laughing because we like, damn, we just damn manifested this and look where the hell we at. Okay?
Keep saying the word. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Listen.
There we go.
Oh, I felt it. When I tell you, I felt the
that.
word. I felt the shift in the room. My God, today.
I am so Dylan, or you can call me Dylan as well. You can find me on my social medias at iamsodylan. And my new song is out. It came out just in time to celebrate the last collaborative Ivy Park collection with Adidas. It is called Ivy Park Lifestyle. So check it out. And yes, I'll see you guys soon.
Love it.
Well, that was another episode of Unwine and Uncut. We'd like to thank everyone for listening. Follow us on all social medias, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all the things. I can never name them all, but look for us.
We're on literally everything. Just type our name in. You'll find us.
And also, heads up, we have one more Renaissance Diary. And then we'll be ending that series. So if you've been riding with us since we started it, shout out to y'all. It was fun. I loved every guest that came, even though y'all definitely threw it in our face that we didn't do nothing. But shout out to y'all.
We love y'all.
We love them.
We're still gonna have guests on the show. It's just not gonna be like, every week or whatever. So but yeah, shout out to Renaissance Diaries, the end of era. I love it. And you can always go back and
Renaissance.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the Renaissance isn't over, so we already know
Yes.
that.
Yes,
You
I
know.
honestly feel like the Renaissance is really just getting started for real.
It just started.
That's what
It's
she
just
It
said.
is.
Just started.
yeah.
So
So who knows? It
So
may
It said it's
not
not
even
over.
this is gonna
who knows?
be a
yeah.
long era.
It is.
Yeah.
But all right,
Mm.
guys. Bye.
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 Bye. Have a good night.